I'm Josh Clindetten, Communications Coordinator for Middle Tennessee Electric. Welcome to our new podcast, Unmetered. As a member-owned not-for-profit electric cooperative, we're focused on providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. One way that we've found that we can do that is by providing more avenues of communication to you, our member. Through this podcast, we hope that you'll be able to find some helpful hints, tips, and things to help you conserve energy, as well as some informational pieces that will help you understand what it is to be a member. Welcome to another episode of Unmetered. Thanks for joining us. This week we're going to deviate from our regular setup a little bit. We're going to head out to College Grove where we cut the ribbon on Middle Tennessee Electric's first Cooperative Solar program. We're going to listen to our President and CEO, Chris Jones, give some remarks as well as some other distinguished visitors, and then you'll see the ribbon cutting, so I hope you enjoy.
We welcome you to a very proud day for Middle Tennessee Electric. It is a proud day for our staff and for our board. And for those of you who are members of our cooperative, we especially hope it is a proud day for you. This is a ceremony, and again, it's a symbolic day, and we're very excited about what it means. We will make this brief, and we hope, again, you enjoy some hospitality here, lots of goodies over here, so please partake. At the end of the ceremony, we will have a ribbon cutting, and the ribbon cutting will take place out there at the solar field. We'd like as many of you as can to join us. But we have some special guests today, and again, everyone here is special in some capacity, and I'm going to get in trouble if I start naming names, so I'll try not to do that. But you're all very special, and so thank you. But we have a couple of guests here today who have something they want to share with us, and we're so happy to have them with us, and that is Commissioner Martineau and Mayor Anderson, and I'd like to introduce them now if I could as we get this started. And I'll be passing along some additional things along the way. But let's start, if I may, by introducing Commissioner Bob Martineau. And the commissioner was selected by Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam as the state's 7th commissioner of the Department of Environment and Conservation in 2011. Now, the commissioner is very well known around the country in the capacity of his office. His leadership has been significant, and we appreciate his service. He has been recognized, though, folks, at the national level. He was elected by his peers as president of the Environmental Council of the States, and that's the National Association of the State Environmental Officers. That's the first time the head of TDEC has been so designated. He has testified before Congress. He has shared the state's perspective on environmental issues like modernizing the Clean Air Act, regulation of coal, ash, the balance of responsibilities between states and the federal government in environmental management. He was the co-editor of the American Bar Association's The Clean Air Act Handbook and has authored a variety of substantial articles on critical environmental topics. So we're very honored to have him with us today. I've noted that Commissioner Martineau and I share two passions. One is that he made right away, and he continues to carry forward, he makes the key focus of his staff customer service focus, outstanding customer service, and our board and my staff know that that is the focus of Middle Tennessee Electric, so we certainly share that passion. But also, like myself, he enjoys a good meal, and he's well known for his guide, Where to Eat in Nashville. Now, I asked him in the mayor's company just a while ago if that included Williamson County destinations, and he assured us that it did. So perhaps he can share some of that as well. But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Commissioner Martineau.
Thanks, Chris, for that very kind introduction. I think the thing I've been most read in my tenure of office is my restaurant guy. When we came to Nashville, a lot of the cabinet members came from Knoxville and Memphis and other parts of the state, and so there was a discussion, well, where's a good place to get pizza, where's a good place to eat, get a burger and stuff. So they've asked me to just write it down because it's obvious I like to eat. So I've now done 3 annual supplements because there's so many new restaurants opening. But I have been to a lot of the restaurants in Williamson County and did include those on the list because Commissioner Schroer would have given me a lot of grief if I hadn't. But, so thank you all really for the opportunity to be here. It really is a great day to celebrate this, and I really appreciate all the local officials, Mayor Moore, Mayor Anderson, and the cooperative and the chamber members. This really is a collaborative effort of the community coming together to do something very visible to promote renewable energy and clean air. It's really great. I just want to note, one of my other jobs, I wear sort of the environmental regulatory hat, but also manage the 56 state parks, Henry Horton just down the road here, and almost all of those are served by rural electric cooperatives in one way, shape, or form. So we really are not only customers but good business partners, and we've been working over the last couple of years to promote renewable energy opportunities, geothermal and solar, and working with those local cooperatives to help us. We worked with the Duck River Cooperative, and they're also good friends of the park. They helped us build a ropes course there, so we add to the entertainment and things that people can do at the park. And it's actually become kind of an executive leadership training, team building exercise to have there. So we appreciate the partnership both ways as we help focus on clean energy, but also the relationship we have in the community with the cooperatives and the customers to help support our parks, and they've been very supportive. I also want to recognize Mayor Anderson for his long time with his air care program on local TV, and he and Debbie Henry do a really good focus of bringing to the discussion the importance of transportation issues and air quality in the community. And it's really, despite all the growth, one would think that our air quality would be headed in the wrong direction given the huge increase in vehicle miles traveled. And in the last 25 years, we've more than doubled as a state our gross domestic product and about a 30% increase in population. But our air emissions are significantly improved. For the first time in 25 years, we're meeting all the air quality standards for ozone and particulate matter and most of the other pollutants. And that when you consider the growth in the state, that's great. And so actual emissions, EPA adjusts what the standards are over time and lowers them. But if you look at the main criteria pollutants, we've had about a 70% reduction in those pollutants over the last 20 years. And that takes not just the work from our department, but the work of industry and the communities and the focus on that. And that's really important. Just a few weeks ago, TVA announced that for the first time, really in history, a significant last 50 years or so, that coal is now not its primary source, leading source of generation, and so it's enhancing and diversifying its types of generation sources, hydro, and with Watts Bar coming online, reducing the emissions from coal-fired plants, and they've been important in reducing the NOx emissions. And solar plays an important part of that. It's not a huge percentage of the portfolio that they're working, but the programs like the Green Power Switch help bring attention to the idea of solar power, and these community solar projects are just a great way to do that. So I really want to commend the cooperative for bringing a very visible face into the community and getting individuals to be able to participate and purchase that solar power as part of their energy source. It's a great education, it's a great outreach, and it really helps people see that more visibly about where their power is coming from. It's one of the not the first, but one of the few community projects. A number of industrial sources, even large retailers like IKEA in Memphis has announced they're going to draw most of their power from solar rooftop array at their store in Memphis. So we're doing a large scale. The West Tennessee Solar Farm, which was started a few years ago, is a great visible on a larger scale. But these community projects are really important to come into the community and have green power. And so I really commend the cooperative and really the community for embracing it and looking forward. And we want to continue that partnership and look for those kind of projects. We're at the state looking at doing some projects as well to promote geothermal and solar and other renewable energy sources, as well as the importance of energy conservation. The cleanest energy, of course, is the kilowatt you don't have to produce. So bringing that education forward as well, and working with the cooperatives to promote upgraded HVAC systems, high energy efficiency appliances, and water heaters and things like that can reduce the cost to the consumer. but also have a great environmental benefit because you can significantly reduce the demand. And I recognize that the cooperatives, it's a tough thing when you're actually promoting selling less of your products. So that we've got to find a way that we can ensure that you guys get your return on the investment. At the same time, you're asking people to conserve and use less power because you have obviously the transmission lines and the infrastructure that's necessary. But as the community grows, it's a great hedge as we conserve. Instead of having to increase demand, you can absorb that growth. So I want to just commend and finish up and thank you all again. Thank you everybody for being here. Look forward to the ribbon cutting and congratulations on a great cooperative project with the community here.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Commissioner, and apologies for the speakers making the occasional noise there. No one's being shocked or anything, so it's okay. Now, we want to, Mayor Rogers Anderson is someone who needs no introduction in Williamson County. So I'll be brief in my remarks there, other than to extend my appreciation for him for his long years of service to our community. He's been a tremendous partner for Middle Tennessee Electric. He's just a great guy. You're not going to meet a better one than the mayor. And I'm looking forward, now I appreciate him being here with us today. But if I were to mention something, if he were to have me mention something with regard to him today, I know it would be about his family, his children, his grandchildren, a great family man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Williamson County Mayor Rogers Anderson.
I guess my only remark would be, Chris, and thank you for inviting me to say a few words, and to Commissioner Martineau for being here out in Williamson County. Anytime you want to pick up those restaurants for sales tax dollars and refer people to them, we are all for it, I promise you. So, as most of us that are in the political arena, I always like to introduce those that are here, and particularly a dear friend of mine, Dr. Ken Moores, the mayor of Franklin, being here, taking time out to come out to College Grove area, and he's done something like this already in the city limits, and we thank you for coming out here and showing the support. There are several county commissioners here in the room, and if you would allow me, Chris, to ask them to please stand. I think one's in the back that works for your firm, but if you're a county commissioner, would you stand? These are the men and women in our community that push the button for so many things that we do here, and it's not me. Thank you very much for being here. So I was in the back and I was talking to Judy Herbert. Many of you may know her as Clyde Lynch's daughter. And Judy and I were talking back there, and I really wanted to be first to run up, and you beat me. And so I've signed up for this, I'm going to call it Orange Energy. You don't mind, do you? No. I'm having a little problem with green and red this month. So we're going to call it Orange Energy. And rushed back, and I signed up. And I would really encourage all of us to evaluate and look at what we're doing. The energy is being delivered on the same lines coming into our house that our cooperative Middle Tennessee Electric's already doing. So I'm sure Chris is going to talk about that in a minute on how it works. It maybe cost you a few pennies the first year or two, but in the long run, it's good for our community. It's good for our environment. And I'm about to tell you something the county commissioners heard last night for the first time. If you didn't know, we're in a growing period in Williamson County. Now, all the traffic issues from here till you get back to the city limits responsible are for Ken. You can talk to him all you want, but currently you're not having any traffic issues out here on Horton Highway. But last night at the county commission meeting, our school superintendent, Dr. Mike Looney, and we had a very long meeting. Many of us were up very late last night. And he announced the following. And this is why this program is so important to our county, and I think to Middle Tennessee Electric, and to us as citizens. Currently we have about 38,000 boys and girls in our school. That's countywide, not counting the Franklin Special School District. In 5 short years, we will have 10,000 more children. In 10 years, we're going to have 20,000 more boys and girls in our public school system. That's a challenge for all of us. And it's an expensive endeavor as we go down, not just for taxpayers, but this is one of the ways we can invest in our businesses. Even though they're co-op, our businesses will buy into this. We're on the front end of this. And so as we grow, we need to grow with some of these programs like we're starting here. And I am so thankful that you all got it up, got it running, and we'll be a part of it where we possibly can. Again, thank you for allowing me to say a few words, and Bob, it's always good to see you. Thank you.
We hope you're enjoying the podcast so far. Stick with us. As soon as we come back from the break, we're going to listen to Chris talk a little bit about the project itself, but also how you, the member, can get involved. We'll be right back.
As we look forward to things we're doing now for Middle Tennessee Electric and our members, we're looking at things that are similar in that, for example, Middle Tennessee Electric is looking to build a solar field, a community solar project. By the end of this year, certainly by the beginning of next, Middle Tennessee Electric will be producing, as an electric cooperative, solar power. This installation in Williamson County will be our first, but it will not be our last. With the way we've arranged this, we're proud to say that those who are interested will get a great benefit, but there won't be a cost and certainly not a rate impact on the rest of the members who might not be.
Unmetered is brought to you by Middle Tennessee Electric. Now a message from our President and CEO, Chris Jones.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And Commissioner Martineau, we're glad to have the governor's favorite commissioner with us today. And you can relay that to Commissioner Shore for us as well. So, okay. Commissioner Martineau, Mayor Anderson, community leaders, members, and friends. 80 years ago, 80 years ago, Middle Tennessee Electric was born. And we were born out of a need, and we were created to serve. Our founding members formed a cooperative to bring electricity to this area, to do it in a not-for-profit way, and to serve the good of the collective membership. We believe our founders will be pleased with what they see here today. Certainly, we've grown over these 80 years to be among the largest and most successful cooperatives in the United States of America. But we're here today to start a new journey toward filling a new need, serving our members in a new way, and of course doing it in a not-for-profit way and for the good of the collective membership. Welcome to Cooperative Solar. In the true spirit of the cooperative way, this effort is about working together to make solar power available to any member who might want it. It is our goal to be, and it has been our goal to be, the solar leader among electric companies in the Tennessee Valley. Now, last year, working with our members, we installed more solar generation than any other power distributor across the 7 states of the Tennessee Valley. Now, that was thanks to folks like Mayor Moore and the city of Franklin, and as the mayor mentioned, the recent installation there in the city. And I'll take a moment just to commend, if I may, the mayor and his passion and his vision towards sustainability that's been an inspiration for Middle Tennessee Electric. So, and for your partnership, Mayor, thank you. But those solar installations of the past, and there have been many of them, those solar installations are owned by residential members, commercial members, organizations. This facility, everybody, is owned by all of us who are members of the cooperative. It is our solar installation. It is indeed Cooperative Solar. And as any good cooperative would want to do, we sought to leverage economies of scale to keep things local and, of course, to make it affordable, reliable, and safe. We wanted to make it easy and economical for members so those who wish to participate can do so for as little as $20 a month. Now that $20, based on the generation that the facility and the power it generates, that $20 you pay It may cost you a little bit, but you may actually generate, because of the generation, you may come out to the better of $20 on a month-to-month basis. We're excited about giving you more details. The program rollout, Brad, will take place in the next few weeks, so we're looking forward to rolling out the particulars of how that will work. But I do have one thing to say. John McFadden, my friend from the Tennessee Environmental Council, where is John? Is he? There's John. He is number one. He is the first, and he's insisted on being the first member to sign up. So thank you, John, for being that and showing the leadership. But John and Jeff and others have been great partners with us, and we appreciate that. So while today is ceremonial and symbolic, it took a lot of work to get here. And so a moment like this gives me an opportunity to give credit where credit is due, and it's certainly not here. So if you'll indulge me for just a moment, and maybe I will mention a few names, I want to start with our board of directors and thank them for their support and their vision. And we have a number of them who are here today. Our chairman, Mike Woods, is here, representing Williamson County, Steve Seeger, Ann Little, Gloria Osteen, Tom Prickey here from Wilson County, Gordon Bone in the back from Wilson County. Hopefully I've not missed any others, but so thankful for having a supportive board for the strategic direction that they help us to work toward. To my closest associates, Brad Gibson, Tom Suggs, for leading a vision and making this possible. For Denise Miller, for working through a mound of paperwork wherever Denise is. She had me sign all kinds of papers, and my hand is still tired. To all of our engineering and operations folks, a number of folks from Tennessee, MTMC, Team MTMC, raise your hand if you're here today. Thank you all for your work toward making this a reality. Thank you so much. Special thanks to Chuck Barber, Cassandra Hancock, Jennifer Lane, Robert White, Josh Clendenin for coordinating this particular event, and we are so appreciative of all the efforts they undertook over the last few days to do that. Now, some other partners we want to recognize very quickly. TVA has certainly been a partner. They have been and will continue to be. And Chris Templeton and Jimmy Allen, our friends from TVA. Raise your hand, guys. They're from TVA Customer Service. They're true friends to Middle Tennessee Electric, and to our members. Thank you, guys, for being here today and for all of your help. Again, we thank all of our community leaders. I want to especially recognize Matt Largent, who's here. He and his team at the Chamber. Elizabeth's here too, and they're such a great resource and do great work for our county. We should not take them for granted. So, Matt, thank you for all your help today. David Callis is here from the Tennessee, from our statewide association among Tennessee cooperatives. He demonstrates leadership there. You have to see David and my picture in the Tennessee Magazine on a monthly basis, so our public apology for that. You will never find the Tennessee logo on top of our faces, but maybe that would be a good place for it, the flag logo, for those of you who look for that. So, everybody, as we cut this ribbon today, we begin down a new path as your electric cooperative. It is the first step, but not the only step, that we will take together down this path. We are already looking forward to the next such facility we build together. If you or any of our other members have an interest or a question in solar power, and if you please take this away from this meeting today. If you have a question about solar, or if you know someone who has an interest, understand that we're here to serve, that we're here to help you get the answers to those questions. Your electric cooperative is certainly here for you, so reach out to us. Radiance, our vendor partner who has helped us with construction. Thatcher's here today. Thank you guys for your great help and leadership in constructing this facility. We sincerely thank you for that. Now, Kenny Martin too. One more thing. I know I'm going to miss somebody getting in trouble. Kenny Martin from Federated Insurance is here. They've been a great partner as well. All of you have been great partners. So thank you for all your help, and sincerely thank you for being here today. But the final message is, with regard to those questions about solar, there's a lot of information in the marketplace about solar, and not all of it is reliable information. There are organizations out there who seek to take advantage of situations. A lot of good, too. The bottom line, though, folks, is I hope the first place you turn, and do you feel this way about your cooperative, is that we can be your trusted energy partner and advisor. If you have questions, reach out to us. We'll help you find the answers, whether you want to do it yourself or whether you want to take advantage of this great opportunity here before us today. Because just as 80 years ago, we were built to serve, and I hope you consider us at your service.
Well, there you have it. That's Cooperative Solar. If you're interested in hearing a little bit more, just log on to our website, www.mtemc.com, or you can go straight to the Cooperative Solar site, which is mtemc.com/cooperative solar. You'll be able to see the time-lapse video of the solar site being built, as well as when we have a little bit more information, we're going to put it out there. We have some pictures out there from the ribbon cutting. A lot of great information. If you want to get added to the waiting list, there's a sign-up form that you can do that. Check us out. We'll see you next time. Unmetered is brought to you by Middle Tennessee Electric. As a reminder, next week we won't have a podcast because we're all going to be celebrating Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Please be safe this holiday season and this holiday coming up. When we come back from Thanksgiving, we're going to be talking to Jay Sanders, our Community Relations Coordinator, about the Washington Youth Tour and then about what he does here at Middle Tennessee Electric. On another note, here in the next couple weeks, we're going to be introducing you to Adam Elrod, who's our other Communications Coordinator. He's going to be helping out with doing some of these podcasts as well. You'll hear his voice, see his face. So we want you to get used to him too. We hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you soon.